Sean, does that make sense? How do the finances look moving forward? Because if the end goal is you guys being married, this is a topic that you have to discuss. And I'm not saying you guys should just put everything together. I'm not saying you should buy a house together or anything like that. I'm just saying you need to do things that make you comfortable, because you may not like. Here's a good example. Cheers, Sean. Okay. Here's a good example. If your girlfriend, hi Tony, how are you doing? Fee Fullen. I don't know whose home you're headed to, but it's not mine. Okay? Listen, this is why I say talk about it, alright? Now, we'll say that you are going to sell your place and you're moving in with her. Alright, fantastic. Now, are you paying her the money? Like every month, are you paying her money? Are you giving her the money, or are you just giving it to the place? Or are you guys putting it in a joint account, and then the money comes out of that joint account to pay it? Because this is the problem. If you're paying her the money, sometimes some men might hold resentment towards the end, because they might be like, well, why is she in charge of this? Why can't I be in charge of this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? And you start building this resentment, this underlining resentment that it wasn't there to begin with, but because you're like doing that, it's like a landlord situation. And then and then you hold resentment towards her. Every time you fight, every time you get in an argument, every time you do this, you're like, or she says like, hey, can you take out the trash? You're like, well, listen, cutie pie, this is not what I signed up for. And then you hold this resentment towards her. So that's what I'm saying. You guys need to have like a situation, a big discussion about finances, because that's going to be a big issue if you don't deal with how you are going to deal with that. Does that make sense? Hope that made sense to somebody. Alex Joseph, specifically to you. No, Richard, you missed the beginning.